let's talk about doing a plank in the postpartum setting when you are trying to heal your core. The plank is a very functional, good exercise, especially when done correctly. So we do want to make sure that we are doing this exercise correctly and we do not have any coning while we are doing the plank. So again, coning is when you notice that your abs are kind of forming that football shape or that small little mountain in the midline of your belly, which is just pressure in your stomach pushing into your tissue. And so that would be a sign that we have off pressures that are regulated within our inner core unit. And so that is when we would want to modify. When you're doing a modified plank long enough that you don't notice any coning and you feel you're in complete control of your core, that's when we can go to the next level of a plank. So there's a couple different levels we can start with. We can start just on our knees like this, and we can go to our toes, and we can hold for different amounts of time. So even if you're on your knees for a forearm plank for 20 seconds, and then after that 20 seconds you realize, oh, I'm starting to cone or I've lost control of my abs, that's when you can pause and pause for even 5 to 10 seconds and then go back in for another 20, and then make that longer as you go. So what you should feel when you're doing a plank is your core should be absolutely fired. Your pelvic floor should be engaged. Your entire core unit should be engaged. And again, core unit is your TVA wrapping around from your spine to your linea alba, which is the tissue that runs down the midline of your abdomen. And you should be breathing through it, so your diaphragm should also be engaged. So when you come up, you can make that S sound to prepare. And then in this position, I'm pulling my pelvic floor up. I'm kind of rounding my back just a little bit. I'm not pushing my back to the sky, but I'm also not letting it hang this way. So this is when it's unregulated. So bring it up and in and tuck your pelvis in just slightly. And in this position is where we should feel our core fired. Now, if you're unsure if you're coning, you can try maybe at home doing this exercise where you can visibly see your abdomen just in your bra to see if you are coning, and then if you are, that's when you can kind of make those modifications. But this is a really great exercise, and building up to a forearm plank on our toes for a minute would be a really great goal.